Hi everybody, hope you're doing well and welcome back to the channel. This is the MCN. A bit of a busy time. This MCN might be a bit later than normal, might be a bit scaled down. Lots of things going on. Got no water currently. The fun things of new houses, projects and other stuff like that. There's a big hole in my stairwell as well, which is being fixed next week. Anyway, enough about me. Also, just to let you know, and I will make a mention of the MCN on Friday, I will be in London during the day, which impacts later on in the day when I'm covering the live stream recaps and all the videos that I normally do associated with that. Yeah, but busy time. But we need to cover some stuff. Speaking of the live stream, and also I'm having a second crack at this because obviously Tuesday's little coverage of news before I then posted the video about Battlegrounds guide was that we are having, first of all, a live stream on the 30th, which is going to have a promo code, exciting times, but also give us a full picture of what's happening in September. Something that I think is important to let you know is that we've got the new Saga, Glorious Games, where we've got Provocateur and Secator as being our new Saga #champions. I said that really posh then, so it's going to be cool. But we're going to celebrate the last 10 years. Maestro's back and has declared 4 months of celebratory games, which, hey, is exciting, culminating in the Grand Banquet event. If you've been following the channel, we've been covering the Grand Banquet event in its teasy nature, because it has been teased, there's nothing been confirmed with it, and I'll be excited to see what's on offer for this live stream. It does mean that there's been a little bit of less info and stuff on the forums. It's been a bit quiet when it comes to information and stuff, then bugs that have been dealt with. It's been very, very quiet, which is a little bit disappointing, but I suppose it is the summer holidays, and I suppose we're going into these summer, this kind of autumn months now of, hey, we'll have stuff going on. Nothing really that's going on to kind of let you know that's too interesting, but there are a few topics that I want to go over at least. First of all, there's going to be an update made to the notes to add the following changes made to the final boss node to support defense tactic tuning. So defense tactics are getting tuned a little bit, especially as we go into the launch of Alliance War Season 52. It's been a long amount of seasons. Of course, that's where we see the rewards buff. But this all kicks off September 4th, so that's next week. So happy days. The info of that, I suppose we're still waiting of like what Kabam are planning to do when it comes to the defense stuff. But I guess that will be associated with Provocateur than anything. We'll find out. Now, just to clarify something that I got completely wrong on Tuesday, hence why I deleted the video, because I'm not going to leave that incorrect info out there. And of course, learning from mistakes is the market bonus event. Now, this is something that you now get as a non-spending player extra. Well, you get stuff for free, but is it going to make any kind of like great difference? Not so much. So you can see right here that you get yourself daily free market points and also weekly free market points. You get 20 points per week, but it's not exactly ideal. It can be not exactly ideal on the rotation of the points versus getting as high as possible. If you get 20 points, it gets you just like between these rock and hard places, in that you've earned 10 points and you get 5,000 5-star shards, and then it's like it's dunzos. You can't earn anything more than that. I mean, free is free at the end of the day. Who am I to complain what is free? But you can get that 5,000 points, right? The 5,000 5-star shards for free, and then that's it, because the event resets. As I missed that point in that video with it. You can see a lot of things going on in the mind at the time when I was kind of putting that together. But yeah, because it says event and points reset weekly, which reading's important, that element of it is not great. And if you are a non-spender, it's like it adds a bit extra, but also I think helps out those that want to spend to get to further tiers. So look at it as how you want to look at it. If you're a non-spending player, then you just get the start. But if you're looking to, say, spend a good amount of money, a point per spend, and you want to get an extra 20 points, and you'll say off the mark with it. You're like, oh, I spent a lot of money in the store, but I'm like, well, I really would have liked some extra 6-star shards for my spending. Say you spent $130, however it works out. I'm non-spending, so I don't know 100% on these things. But it would be like saying, I got 130 points. Oh, 23 points again on a weekly basis means I can get that 7,500 6-star shards. Might not mean something to some spenders who are higher up on Valiant and whatever. Maybe better off for those that are lower, for those that are, say, Thronebreaker or, you know, that, or lower than that, Cavalier, that would like to grab themselves some extra 6-star shards. And it helps out to kind of reward those that spend to get something back from it. And is this completely game-breaking for me as a Valiant player? No. Is it going to be game-breaking for a Paragon player? No. Game-breaking for a Thronebreaker player? Debatable, but I'd likely go with no. Game-breaking or helpful to a Cavalier player and lower? More than likely. Look at it as how you want to look at it from this. Or maybe it's a case you spent... I know it's actually more than that. It's like... Yeah, 180. If he's like this, like $180 was spent, and of course you get the extra points right there for 6-star relic shards 250. That could be really helpful to a lower player. That could be very nice for certain other players. Anyway, that's how that system works. Like it or not like it, it's just an extra thing that Kabam have put in now to improve that kind of marketing level of getting you out to the web store and taking away from greedy entities like Google Play and iOS. Now we're going to end the show on a bit of coverage on a unfair ban, potentially with a question mark. We like a good ban story from time to time, but we're also looking to find out like if it's something in a particular camp of things. That particular camp being, did Kabam make a mistake? So Moorhill says, hello players and users. I had a problem about 2 weeks ago. My Marvel Contest Champions account was banned for cheats while passing the Necropolis. I'm interested to know if it's considered cheating to shoot a bot for Kate Bishop in maximum pumping and elevated under boosts in a very short time. I mean, that already sounds a little bit weird, saying shoot a bot for Kate. Maybe, and the thing is, Moorhill's language is not, English native. And anyway, how did they determine the use of cheats in Necropolis? Perhaps they mistook the quick removal of the bot for cheating. Again, using this terminology of bot. I asked for specific instructions for what exactly was banned, which bot did I kill with the program, how long did I kill in time. I've spent many years of my life playing this game and do not want to lose my work because of a mistake made. Most likely because of the auto ban. That is a problem error. I strongly ask for more in-depth consideration of this problem. Thank you. At this stage, like, it doesn't look good by saying the word bot, but there could be a bit more to this. What was this bot? Necropolis was an auto-cheat detection. If you used a bot, you got caught and banned. So again, like trying to find out, like, what is this all about? Of course, the response back has got to be in native language to kind of like let people know what the crack is with it. I don't know if this is meant to be sarcasm. They're saying that the bot is called Hand. The Hand bot? I never heard of that one particularly, but that's very, very weird. Does it get a bit like stranger with it? Well, yes. Here's where the confusion lies, and this is the thing about how people describe certain things in different cultures, different languages, different countries as well. Because Moorhill then goes on to say that Kate Bishop, this is what he had, 565, double 200, and Sublime plus 30% gain, and so on. Bots in Russian community are called opponents. That is actually an old school thing that like you used to call like opponents bots. We call them like NPCs or that in the past, like even like some games developers referred to them as like bots and stuff. So that's where like the initial confusion lies, that he's saying, well, I used bots, like. Did he say use bots? Again, this is where things get a little bit confusing, and of course this player is kind of showcasing their innocence on the matter. There we go. So they clarified, say that, is it cheating to kill an NPC or a bot in Necropolis for Kate Bishop? It's not my fault that she has a lot of damage. And of course, that's the confusion, is like, are they saying they used a modified program or not used a modified program? So it's kind of a weird case. It's just a weird case of stuff. I honestly understood you used some program to have guaranteed perfect releases. Anyway, very unlikely it's a false ban. This is a false ban. I went through the content myself. So again, it's a mystery. It's an absolute mystery of like them saying the innocence, and whether or not they feel that they've been targeted unfairly for this. Now, we've been here before with covering these ban stories where they can either go one or two ways, and of course I think it's probably best to reserve judgment until the information, like if Kabam Crash is, and I think Kabam are looking at this thread. I think this thread has been sent to Kabam. Kabam Crash in the past, not now, but in the past, because he July 19th has said this case is less clear cut than most of them. Just to be clear, the account definitely cheated in Necropolis, but our Necropolis anti-cheat is still batting 1.0000. However, in this case, the cheating is so flagrant that it does kind of look like someone trying to get caught, and the account meta is suspicious. I flagged it to support to investigate further. So there are instances where stuff is like, I'm not saying it totally messes up, because you're saying like, oh, it totally messes up. This is a very different situation with the context of it versus other contexts of it, because there have been cases where it's made a mistake. So I really have to see like how this one plays out, but it's always difficult when someone's saying in their native language, this is this, or we say bot, we say NPC, and in another kind of like, language country, they may be like, you said bot. Bot means something like you're botting, and that ain't good in the world of any gaming. Difference of kind of like cultures, but the mystery still lies about this one, and courts out to MCOC community of opinion. But hopefully Kabam could take a look at this to kind of give an idea of yes, no, maybe, what's the story here? Does it go in any which ways? What are your thoughts? Put it in the comments. And that is it for the show today. Bit of a kind of a quick show, not particularly to the standard I'd like, but very busy at the moment. Hopefully the weekend it chills a bit. But yeah, see you in the next bit of content, probably covering the side quest or Reunion Crystal final opening. That's that one, and final totals. Anyway, I'll see you in that video. Bye bye for now.